It has been over a year since I've installed the BimmerTech AlphaOne amplifier in my BMW X7 and over 2 years since I upgraded my Z4 with the same amp. Today I will answer some of the common questions and give you my thoughts on it all after all of this time. The most common question I have been asked was which is better to upgrade first, amplifier or speakers? Well, amp will add volume, power and precision to the sound in the car. Speakers will add clarity, quality, and if you upgrade the subs under the seats, more oomph. But in this car, it would be way too much work. There's like over a dozen speakers in here. In my Z4, I did the speakers first as I had bass audio, and in that case, it made perfect sense. The speakers were terrible there. This car already has decent speakers and just needed a little help. If you have Harman Kardon sound system in your BMW and think it needs a little help, amp is the answer. Harman Kardon speakers can handle the extra power. If you have the bass system, start with the speakers. The next question, do speakers also have to be from BimmerTech? If you decide to upgrade the speakers on your car, you can choose whichever brand you want, but the settings on the amp may need to be modified depending on the specs of the speakers. If you opt for the BimmerTech speakers, there will already be a tune for them in the amp preloaded for you. One of the more common questions I was asked was what kind of improvement can you expect? For me, it was the detail added in high and mid-range frequencies that I couldn't hear before the upgrade. It also increased the bass and punch of the sound and improved the overall dynamics in the car. You can feel the music. Wow! It has also eliminated the unpleasant hum or what sometimes felt like out-of-phase speakers that didn't sound very nice at specific volume. I'm not really sure how to describe it, I'm not an audio engineer, but if you've heard it in your car, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Next question, is it worth the money? No doubt it's expensive, but if you want more of a plug-and-play experience, this is the way to go. Making a real old-school amp work in a modern BMW is a huge hassle as the audio is all digital and it's pre-processed and there are over a dozen speakers in here, not including the subwoofers. Could I have installed two 12-inch subs in the trunk like I did in high school? Sure. Would it be appropriate for this car? Definitely not. Another important question to ask is how has it dealt with the heat? Some of you asked if installing the app in such an enclosed space would be an issue, and luckily it has not been an issue at all. It's been fine in outside temperatures as low as -20 and as high as 100 Fahrenheit. I did not hear any pops or disruptions or degradation in sound at all. This is a digital amp, so it does not suffer from heat issues and can be installed practically anywhere. During the install video, some of you asked what is the USB cable that I have routed just right here. The USB cable is for customizing the amp. It comes with a bass tune that should be perfect for your car, but if you'd like to change it up, you can use a laptop to do so. You can change profiles, presets, or go super granular if you're into that kind of stuff. You can even connect with a sound engineer for a professional tune. I also saw someone ask if the amp needs programming after install, and the answer is no. If you like how it sounds from the get-go, you are done. Some of you have also been asking if installing an aftermarket amplifier would void the warranty on your car. Generally, it will not void the warranty as it does not involve modifying factory wiring. As this is plug and play, you can always go back to factory in extreme cases or before selling the car. It's always best to check with your local dealer, of course, before installation if you're worried. Policies may vary. You might also be wondering if your specific vehicle is supported. I've had a few people emailing me asking if it will work on their specific BMW with a unique audio package that's only available in 3 countries, and the answer is maybe. I don't know. Luckily, you can confirm compatibility on their website by entering the VIN. And a few questions after that. Where do you find your VIN? Well, it's just right here on this little sticker when you open your driver's door, or it's under the windshield. So just provide that information and they'll tell you exactly what you can and cannot install in the car. Their support is also very responsive if needed. On to my final thoughts on this upgrade, now that I have had it for over a year. Well, I wouldn't have done it in this car if I didn't like it in my Z4, and honestly, once in a while I forget that it's in this car until I crank up the volume and quickly get reminded how nice it really is now. Since the install and the session I had with the audio engineer to tune to exactly how I like it, I have left it alone and have been enjoying it as is. The only thing I change is the bass level depending on whether I'm driving alone or with someone. The sound quality remains great with or without the bass, but I just prefer bassy type of music, so that's what I go for. I've had a few audiophile friends mention that the sound can be a little bright while listening to certain music at very high volume, but I've been very happy with the results nonetheless. So if you're looking for a high quality audio upgrade for your BMW, the AlphaOne amplifier would still be my #1 choice, as it offers excellent performance, reliability, ease of use, and to some degree ease of installation. Well, unless you are me and you were the first person to install it in a BMW X7 before the company came out with a custom bracket that makes it way easier now. Anyway, you can check out the full install right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!